Hey, happy Monday. Happy Monday to everybody. And all of y'all that are watching whenever you're watching, Happy Monday. Hope this has been an amazingly profitable day for y'all. Quick story. So, these always start after I had a client call. So, talked with a client today, and they were saying, Richelle, this has always been easy for you. This sales just comes so easy for you. I'm like, what are you talking about? So they obviously hadn't read the portion of my book. Maybe it was the jackpot book. I'm not sure which one it's in. It might be in all of them, because it was. I haven't reread them in a while. But sales did not always come easy for me. Making friends came kind of easy, but sales did not come easy for me. As a matter of fact, so one of my first gigs, right? So I only really count the telephone business as a real job because it was the only one that gave me like a salary, a consistent salary that gave me benefits and all the other things that I needed, right? But the other gigs definitely didn't give it to me. I had a whole bunch of commission only and those type of gigs at first. And so I was selling this local directory. It was called Getting to Know You. Right? So I was selling a local directory. My boss was in New York, but she kind of owned the region that I was in. And I was supposed to knock on doors and go door to door selling and sell to local businesses to be in the directory. So I had certain zip codes. And in those zip codes, they produced a directory that went free to the brand new people who had just moved in to the neighborhood. And so brand new movers, which is a great strategy that actually I teach right now, that I did with all of my local doctors, and how to get new patients is you go to the new movers. People need to find a new doctor. So, hey, here's one, right? So this directory went to these new movers, and my job was to sell them a listing in the directory, right? Seems easy. So they sent the script. I practiced the script. I practiced it on my mom. My mom was like rolling her eyes. My mother was a waitress for years, so she really could care less the fact that I was, she just wanted me to make some money. And so she kept saying, well, can you make some money with that thing? I'm like, yes, Mom. So many people are making money with it. And it was not easy. It was not easy at all. So I would go into the business, and I would have to ask for the person in charge, and some people were mean, and some people wouldn't let me in, and I was terrible. I was so bad. I was so bad at it. And shout out to my friend Babette, because my friend Babette had said, hey, Richelle, I'll go with you. And I was like, what? Because I wouldn't even follow up with the people who had told me to please come back on Tuesday because they were definitely interested. Tuesday would come, and I would figure out 15 reasons why I couldn't go back. Right? Because what if they said no when I got there? What if they were lying to me? What if they just wanted me to drive all the way over here? And literally the only way that I went back was I actually paid my friend Babette to go with me out on each route. And so I was like, if I finish this, because I got paid basically when I finished the directory, when we were able to close the directory and be able to send it to people. So I was like, if I pay you for this, the way that I'll pay you is if I can actually close this directory, because it was just so difficult for me to do. Like I could not follow up. I couldn't go back. Couldn't figure it out. And so that's why, when people go, oh, Richelle, selling is just easy to you. It's like, no, hell no, it wasn't. Not only was it not easy, but it was extremely difficult. And so the only way that I came up with these tactics, right? That I came up with my sales scripts, that I came up with the basic questions. Is one, I seeked help, right? So I went to a class that was to help me sell, and they gave me structure. The class gave me a structure that I could follow, and I can't even tell you how much it was. I think it was like maybe $150 that I paid for this class. And one of the guys in the class he was selling prepaid funerals. Prepaid funerals. So who wants to buy prepaid funerals? And so he was going and talking to people that were over 55, really over 75, helping them prepay for their funerals. And so he was there trying to get help too. And he actually, while he was there, made, in the 12 weeks that we spent together, he made the biggest sale of his career and the top sales for the company. And that's when I knew, oh my gosh, I should start putting some of this stuff into practice, right? Because his was 10 times harder than mine. And so then after that, I started to use the structure, same structure that I teach today. So that was 30 something years ago. Same structure, how I got to the telephone company, how I became their top salesperson, how I became their director of sales within 4 months, how after that I became director of operations. Within 4 years, I was director of operations, vice president of operations, executive vice president, and then I bought the company from my boss. All because I learned the structure of how to sell someone. And it really wasn't how to sell them, hard sell them. It was the art of asking questions, right? And asking the right questions and not being afraid to ask the right and correct questions. And man, it just blew my mind, right? And so then after that, then it became a quest for me to really kind of figure out, okay, well, what are these questions? What questions work in different industries? And as I started to work with both private clients and clients over and over and over again, these questions kept coming up, right? The questions kept coming up as to how can we make this so that it's not at all that funky feeling, that hard pressure, right? Because at the end of the day, when people are buying something from you, they need to change something, right? So when they were buying the directory from me, it wasn't that they were buying it because they wanted to be in the directory. They